Welcome, Flyers fans. It's time for hockey. Got ourselves a battle today with Chicago Wolfpack out of Chicago. Game has quite a bit riding on it. In the point system, we have 1 point. And if we win this game, we get an extra 2 points, which gives us 3 points, which would put us in the championship game for tomorrow with a tie from Waterloo and Madison. With a tie in the last game, came down to the wire. Waterloo having some shots, and if they would have won, we wouldn't have had a chance at the championship. But since we tied them earlier and they tied in this last game with Madison, they would end up with 3 points. We'd end up with 3 points, and we'd have the tiebreaker against the Wolfpack with 3 points, which puts us in the championship game tomorrow against Madison. Home field, home cooking. So here we go, starting the game off. We're going to go with Riker at center. Rye at the right wing. Owen at the left wing. Evan and JMO back on the defensive side. Rye's going to take it up on the far right side. Trying to get past. He does so, and he's going to look back towards the middle. Can't get in the middle. Gets it tied up back behind the net. Back to Owen. Owen's going to make the pass back to Evan with the shot. Kicked off of a stick and knocked up in the air, but we control it. Back to Owen. Owen tries the corner back in late in the bottom boards, but unable to do so. Keep it in. JMO does an excellent job of keeping it in the zone, knocking it down deep. Riker gets down there to try to get the shot in, but they wanted to have a little powwow and kumbaya on the ice as they both get tripped up, him and the goalie. So we make a line change here. Kinnick comes in at center. That's right. We said Kinnick at center. Abby at right wing. Brooklyn at left wing. Colt on defense and Levi on defense. Kinnick goes ahead and wins it and shoots it deep towards the net. Battle behind the boards. Behind the net. Brooklyn's going to come back over and try to battle once again. Just to Wolfpack do get it out of the zone in neutral zone. Colt's going to chase it down. Try to knock it back up. Out of the zone. Try to win the battle here. Now Colt's going to try to knock it out. Unable to do so. Kinnick's going to chase down here on the near side. Gets it knocked back out of the neutral zone. And Abby's going to go ahead and skate it up the ice here with a one-on-one. Got one chasing right behind. Takes a shot towards the net. Gets it knocked off the defender. And the Wolfpack come back down as Brooklyn chases down, knocks it away, and Abby takes it, tries to center it. Nobody at the center at the moment. Kinnick going to take a shot towards the net. It's going to be wide right. Wolfpack's going to control it as we make some line changes here. Kinnick's going to keep it and skate it, try to skate it through. Gets it tripped up, gets a stick caught up in the defender. And we do have an offsides here. Give us full time to get in a change.
Okay, a little aggressive.
Yeah, a little aggressive. I like it. Maddox going to go in at center. Trevor at the left wing, Bo at the right wing. Defensively, we got Sean and Evan on the defensive side. Evan's going to come and chase it down. Maddox is going to keep it in, get it over to Trevor. Trevor's going to skate it in. Gets it knocked loose, and here come the Wolfpack with the numbers initially, but we did a great job battling back and recovering. Now Trevor's going to skate it up the ice. Tries to get it through 3 defenders, unable to do so. They knock it out. Bo does get in the right, keeps it in. Maddox shoots it right towards the net, and they're going to kick it out as hard as they can. We're going to have an icing here.
No ice.
Not sure why they called that off, but someone that knows rules more than I do would know why. And knock it out in the neutral zone, and they do take it back into neutral zone once again, trying to get it up the ice. Good attack there by Evan. Just one bunny hop away from being onside, but just got caught offsides. So Owen's going to step back on the left wing, Riker on the center, Rye on the right wing, J-Mo and Colt on the defensive side. Rye's going to go ahead and skate up the ice. This would be a good time for his first goal of the year. Tries to center it. Good center option or idea. Get it back out in the neutral zone. We do control it. Passes back up to Rye. Rye's going to look. He's going to skate. He's just going to dump it down there, and they're going to chase. Owen's chasing. Riker on the opposite side. Right to him. Riker tries to center right back over to Rye. Not able to do so. And then he takes another shot. Just going to be high. Gets tripped up. Owen back to the defense. Sends it back towards the center. Wolfpack's going to try to get it back out, but they knock it the other direction for whatever reason. We're happy with that. Now the Wolfpack are going to send it out back in the neutral zone and sending it deep. And Dom's going to go ahead and make the stop. Come up and make the stop so we can attack once again. Sends it up, tries to get it up to Owen, just misses it. And the Wolfpack has to wait before they can cross the blue line for get 89 to get onside. And a little battle down there with Colt and the Wolfpack. And we come away with that nice pass up to Rye, just behind him. And they're going to take a blue line shot, and Dom's going to go ahead and knock it loose and then cover. Good stop by Dom. So far, we're spending a lot of time in our offensive zone, which is exactly where we need to be. Our line change, Kinnick comes back in at center, Brooklyn and Abby on the wings, Levi and Sean on the defensive side. Oh, and Dom's in net.
Go figure.
Right off the face-off, they're going to take a shot, and Dom's going to knock it loose and cover once again. So we'll just redo that one more time. Battling down there in net. Nobody's winning the battle. Now Dom does cover. It's a great cover by Dom once again. This one, Kinnick's got to kind of step up a little bit. He's got to beat twice here on the face-off, and he needs to win this one, knocking it back, trying to get it out of the zone, not towards the net.
Brooklyn changes to center as Kinnick goes to right wing.
Yep, so Brooklyn goes in the center there to win that one. She does so as Abby's going to come and makes a great pass back to Kinnick. Kinnick's going to skate in. Kinnick's going to take a shot, but he shoots it right in the chest of the goalie, but so close to making the goal there. I feel like that's the way we've been almost all season, but especially this weekend. We just one little bounce doesn't go our way, but that's going to change here pretty soon. Make a line change here as well. Evan and J-Mo on defense. Maddox goes to center. Trevor and Bo on the wings. Bo's going to send it down towards the net. Maddox going to chase it down. Misses it, but Bo's going to get another look at it, another crack, and shoots it. Just going to be wide right and battle up behind the net. Wolfpack do come up with it, and he's trying to skate it up and gives us time to get back in position a little bit. He's still skating as Evan comes over and knocks it loose, and Trevor takes the puck. And it comes out, but we do knock it out in the neutral zone. I said Bo, that was actually Trevor that knocked that one loose there. And Trevor's going to steal the attempted pass. Again, slipped up, must be slick out there on that ice. Wolfpack's going to take it back up. He's going to skate it up himself. Good job there by Trevor covering the boards, and they're going to have an offsides. Not Trevor, Evan. It is very difficult to see who is who with these black jerseys. Or I'm blind. It's one of the two. Riker back in the center. Owen, Rye on the wings. Levi and Colt on the defensive side. Owen's going to go ahead and try to chase it down, knock it loose, but that does get back into our zone, into our offensive zone, as Owen's going to chase it down. Gets put up against the boards. Now Rye's going to chase it down the other side. Going to skip it back around to Owen. Owen's going to look to get it in the center. He centers it, takes a little shot. Just going to be a little weak on the shot, but we get another chance here. Back to Owen. Owen's going to shoot it back over to Riker. Riker's going to center it around. He's going to take another shot. Just going to be high. Owen's going to be right there again. Owen looks to center. Unable to do so, but Rye just about had a shot right there as well. But their goalie did a nice job. It's coming back to Colt. Colt's going to slap shot it up there. And Owen just about put it in the net. Hits the crossbar. on Colt's shot, so just missed it. Riker's going to send it back across the ice. Colt's going to get another look at it, sends it deep. Owen's going to chase it down, tried to center it right there to Rye. Now he's just battling with it, and he's going to take the shot just right of the net. Again, so close, a great shot. Rye's going to take a look right here in the middle. Back to Colt. Colt's going to take the shot and knocked away from their defenseman. Back over there, they try to knock it out, and they aren't able to do so as Levi's right there. And now they're able to, but Colt's going to go ahead and regroup, send it D to D. And he's going to send it back up to Riker. Riker's going to skate in the middle and seeing what he has. He's going to pass it up to Owen. Owen's going to just knock it deep and send it to the chase. Owen's going to go ahead and make a change here, as well as Colt. Colt made a change. Evan comes in for Colt. And Riker's chasing it back down. Going to look to try to center it here. Got one there. And we score!
Is that right?
That is the Rye first goal of the season.
Yes!
Calling for this all year. Nobody is more deserving than that kid right there. Get some tape, put it around that puck, take that thing home, and keep it in your trophy safe. Excellent job on Rye. We're all excited for him. Great job. And now, let's keep the momentum going. Kinnick at center. Abby and Brooklyn on wings. Sean and JMO back in on the, Evan, not JMO, back on the defensive side. Evan's going to send it back up to Abby. Abby tries to get it in the zone. Unable to do so. They're going to try to send it deep, and they do so. And it will be no icing, so play on. Evan chases it down behind the net. He's going to try to knock it up and up the ice, up the boards, which he does. And we throw it back out, try to get it out of the zone. But hits right against their player, and we do get it back in the neutral zone here. Brooklyn gets in there, puts her nose in there and gets in the way. And she's going to try to skate it up. She's going to keep chasing it down here all the way around the other side of the ice. Does a great job, knocks it loose. Evan keeps it in the zone, sends it towards the middle, towards Kinnick. Wolfpack are going to go and control it and head up the ice here. Evan tries to swipe out, unable to do so. Sean does get in there and backhands it. And then Evan's able to backhand it again to get it out of the zone as we make a couple changes on the offensive side. Bo steps on the ice. Trevor steps on the ice. Brooklyn and Abby both step out. Kinnick stays in at center. And defensively, it's Sean and somebody else. Kinnick just swings it as hard as he can like he's playing baseball and drills the referee, which is good because that would have been icing. And we're going to have icing anyway. Good shift right there. We'll take it. Once again, we want to keep it going, but kudos to Rye on that first one of the season. Very much deserving. Maddox here at center. Bo at the wing. Trevor stays in at wing. Colt on defense. And Evan on defense. We dock it out in the neutral zone. Trevor's going to go and skate it on the near side here. He's going to take a look to get a shot. Takes a shot just a bit high, and it's knocked. Well, it was knocked out, but they keep it in play. So it's knocked back out. Colt's going to chase it down. Colt was trying to keep it in, wasn't able to. Swings and misses. He should have been offsides. No call. Maddox did take it. Maddox did a great cover on the defensive side and passes up to Trevor. Trevor tries to deke the defender. Defender knocks it loose. Battle down here with Evan and Trevor. Trevor does come back with it. Tries to make a pass up to Bo, but Maddox is going to go and pass it right back up to Trevor. Trevor's going to try to chase it down. Just about wins the battle there. Right there, though, JMO's in the spot.
There we go.
And JMO's going to come away with it. And JMO's going to skate it up the ice here and try to get it past the defender. Defender steps in, but still battling. Alcorn steps back on the defensive side. Now Alcorn's going to sneak down in there while Bo stays back as we take a shot and covered by their goalie. Good stop, but good shift. We'll take the shift, getting ourselves close there. So get our frontline offense back out there with Riker, Owen, and Rye. Let's get Rye a hat trick. That'd be a way to go with the first one, right? Owen's going to take the shot towards net and sends it low in the strike zone, but it was caught and framed well by the goalie. So puck drop again. The Wolfpack come out with it, and he's going to keep skating it up. Owen chasing behind. Owen's going to give him a little shoulder shrug. And Big B get a shot. He's getting a second shot on the rebound off the backboard. And there goes that. Really not much you can do there. Be on the other side. So now he's got to regroup, get the momentum back in our direction.
All right, back to 0-0 now. So keep it up.
All right, and then Wolfpack's going to take it back in, send it deep. As Evans chasing it down on the other side. Wins the battle there, passes up to Rye. Rye battling with their defenseman. And sends it back up. We do knock it out of the zone. It looks like it will be an icing here. Let's have an icing, 2:36 left to go here in the first period. The score is 1-1. Keeping the lines the same here. Okay, we try to knock it out of the zone, which we do so. We're skating up the ice. A great pass right there. As Owen's trying to skate it up. And we're keeping it down there in our offensive zone for the moment. They try to knock it out. They do so. And Owen's going to go ahead and regroup. Wasn't sure if he was across or not, so he just regroups. Now he's going to send it deep. And we're going to chase. So we're going to dump and chase. And cherry picking going on right here. He does tip it, so it will be no icing. And so kind of lucked out there with the no icing call. They shoot it towards the net. And they shoot again, and Dom's going to go ahead and make the stop there. That's a great stop by Dom because they had a great opportunity to score there. And we get out of it in that situation. Well-needed break is need to get that line off of there. Getting a little tired, so Kinnick comes in at center. Brooklyn and Abby at the wing. Levi, Colt on the defensive side. Kinnick does an excellent job knocking the other kid's stick up in the air so he can't control it. No high stick on the players. We're battling down by the net. Colt's making a battle down there. Colt just keeps battling. Kinnick tries to steal it in there. Wasn't able to do so, but he does knock it loose to the defender. Now we're going to get it sent out, and Abby's trying to chase it down. They're going to try to send it back towards the center, and they do so, and he's going to take a look to get a shot, and this is wide right, or wide left. Takes another shot, and then Dom knocks it loose, and then he does cover. So good cover there by Dom once again. 1:10 to go here in the first, as we're going to make a couple changes. Trevor and Maddox step on. Bo steps on, so new offense. Defense stays the same with Levi and Colt. And they send it down, and Levi's going to steal it. Levi's going to just skate it up here and take a look, see what he can do. He's going to knock it. Thought he was going to knock it deep, but he passes to Maddox. But we have an offsides there. Didn't hear the whistle, but everybody stopped, so probably just my hearing.
I think so. But
Huh? All right, Trevor's going to go ahead and step on here. Just in time for the puck drop. Goes on the far side of the rink as the Wolfpack take it up. Bo's going to come up and make a battle. And Trevor lost his stick. Otherwise, he might have had an opportunity. Wolfpack's going to take it back, regroup behind the net. They're going to bring it up the ice. Now he sends it towards the center. And now they're going to have a little bit of a breakaway. 2-on-1. He comes and takes a shot. Dom, great position, stays away from the net. Keeps himself out, makes that angle harder to shoot at, so does an excellent job with that and makes a stop. So you try to stop with your defense, sometimes they're unable to do so, and that's why you have a goalie. Riker steps back in at center. Rye back in, Owen back in on the offensive side. That front line. Evan's going to come down on defense, chase it down, and Sean is also on defense. And good job there, just getting it out of the zone. No ice. There is an ice. 9 seconds to go, so we will start deep in our defensive zone. And hopefully we can get it knocked out of there again with 9 seconds to go here in the first. So Riker taking it, knocks it back loose over to Evan. Evan's just going to send it up the boards. Trying to get it out. Does get it out of the zone with 3 seconds left. Owen's going to have to take a shot. Owen does take the shot, and it's blocked down by their goalie. Good job by Owen getting knowing the time on the clock. Either he did that or he heard everybody on the side yelling, shoot. But nice stop by the goalie. So end to one. Score is 1-1. And now it's time for a segment in our broadcast. It's called Hayden's Thoughts.
I mean, there's quite a bit that goes on in my thoughts that I probably shouldn't share. We'll just talk about hockey, though. I read this quote one time with Kobe Bryant, and he said, great athletes disassociate themselves with the goal, and they put themselves, their mind path on the fact that they're ready. I think that's important right now is, we can do good things if we win this game, but we need to focus on we're prepared. We know what we need to do. I got nothing else to say.
I like that.
That's all I got.
That's a great...
If you're expecting hockey knowledge, you're on the wrong broadcast. So...
But if you want to know anything about baseball or baseball rules, we have got you covered. All right, starting the second period, we'll be going to our right. We have Kinnick, Brooklyn, Abby on the offensive side, Sean, and Evan on the defensive side.
All three of our offensive players have long hair.
All three of our offensive players do have long hair. That's a good point.
One of them is a man.
And we're going to have a tripping call. So we're going to go into a power play here. Go back down deep in our offensive zone. And power play wise, we're going to go with Riker, Rye, Owen, Evan, and Levi. Right back to Owen. Owen's going to skip it back to Levi. Levi's going to take a crack at it. Sends it towards the net. Unable to get it in there. Still battling down inside. Wolfpack come away with it. And they're going to skate it up the ice. Evan does a good job of knocking it away. Now he needs to push him out. Does a good job of keeping that puck out of the zone, out of the scoring zone or in the house. Battle down here just in front of us. They send it deep. Levi's going to control it. Backhands it up towards Rye. Rye's going to backhand, try to get out of the zone. He does so. And Owen's going to be chasing it down on our right-hand side, but Wolfpack do get there first. They're going to skate it around, send it up high. Levi tries to get there, unable to do so. No icing. It was tipped, and they're going to have a one-on-one situation here, and he comes down to shoot. Dom, once again, great save. Stays away from the net, though. He doesn't go inside the net. He gets out of the crease to make that angle a little bit harder, and does a great job there. Great stop. Great job by Dom. So 1:13 to go in the power play. Kinnick, Abby, and Brooklyn. Kinnick, Abby, Brooklyn, Colt, and Evan are the five we have out there. We try to knock it out of the zone. We do end up getting it out of the zone. Evan's going to take it, skate it, try to hit it off the boards, and he does so. Wolfpack's going to control it. They send it up the boards. Evan tries to keep it in the zone, but looks like an offsides call there. And we're making offensive change here. Levi and Colt staying on defense. And I lied. Colt comes out for JMO. Maddox goes in at center. Bo, right wing. Trevor, left wing. Maddox wins the face-off, knocks it down deep as he's chasing it down. Wolfpack tries to send it back up. Trevor's right there, tries to control it. Gets it just out, and he just launches it. It'll be icing if nobody can get to it, and it will be an icing. There's no icing now. Another great stop by, I'm not sure why there was no icing there. I don't know the rule well enough to tell you why, so I don't know why. But either way, Dom does it, once again, has to step up, makes a great play. We're just unable to hit that puck out of there. It seems like we're just kind of whiffing on it. "20 seconds here to go in the power play. Rye tries to chase it down, unable to do so, but Riker comes in. He's going to control it, and he's going to skate it up the ice. Tries to look to make a pass, unable to do so to Owen, but now he does make it back to Owen. Owen's just going to send it across the blue line, and they get it back out. And Levi just takes a shot towards the net. Goalie keeps it alive, so we're in play. We are now, Wolfpack are back to full strength. And they send it back up and get it down there, and now it's going to be a chase with Levi. Levi does a nice job getting down there, stopping it, knocks it out towards the defensive player. Defenseman comes up, gets it loose. Now we have Owen gets tripped up as he's trying to come down the ice. He's just going to dump it and chase. He doesn't get tripped up there. He's got a one-on-one situation. Owen's going to come back in, tries to center it right. Great center option right there towards Riker. Now it's a battle down deep in the far right of our zone. Wolfpack's going to go ahead and send it up, but Evan gets in the way. Does get out of our zone, though, so they're going to be in the neutral zone. Wolfpack's attacking. Sends it up the boards. Going to take a long shot high over Dom's head. We come back down and trying to knock it loose. Unable to do so. And they make a pass over to the far side. Another shot. Dom knocks it loose. The defenseman steps up. But Riker's right there to knock it loose. JMO does an extra job trying to get it out as well. Riker's going to pass it up to Abby. Abby's going to chase it down, and Abby's going to win that battle. She's going to have a one-on-one situation. She takes a shot, going to be just short, gets the rebound, looking for it. And their goalie is going to go ahead and cover. .9:23 here to go in the second period. Score is 1-1. Kinnick, Abby, Brooklyn offensively, Levi, Sean on the defensive side. Wolfpack still making their change here. A little size disparity at center right now. Kinnick sends it in. Sean's going to step up, try to send it toward the net, and he does so. Knocks it deep. Brooklyn goes right, tries to center it to Abby. Abby's going to take a shot. She just misses. Great shot right there. Goalie in the right spot, right time. Or wrong place, wrong time for us. Goalie covers it. We'll do another face-off. Same five, same line. Kinnick knocks it back to Sean. Sean's going to take a shot. Going to be knocked up in the air. Take another look at the shot again. Brooklyn had another great look on a rebound. But their goalie did a good job getting in there and making that stop.
Wearing that goalie down. Put pressure on him. Keep wearing him down.
Absolutely. Getting some good looks here. Kinnick wins the face-off and then plays it around, tries to center it, comes right back to him. He takes a shot. And the goalie once again makes a great play, a great stop.
I feel like every goalie we played this weekend is very good.
Yeah.
Very solid.
Very solid.
Literally.
So we're going to go same line, same people, same dot, same ice. Right back to Abby. Abby's going to take the shot towards the net. And then we get it in. Sean's going to take it up. Look in there. Kinnick's going to take another shot. And I know you won't believe this. Another great stop by their goalie. We're getting our shots. I think we've had 5 shots in the last minute and a half and just unable to get it in that net.
I think this is our season high.
I think you're right. Maddox comes in at center. Bo, Trevor. Defensively, we have Evan and Levi. So we're going to try this again. Bo's going to try to send it towards the net. Unable to get past there. Defender does come up with it, and he's going to skate it out and skate it on up. literally skated on up with his skates. And Bo gets in there. Bo's going to just knock it deep. No icing. The goalie knocks it back behind the net. Trevor's going to go ahead and chase it down. Sends it back up the boards. And Evan's going to keep pushing. Good job there, keeping pushing. And then Levi steps in there, gets it knocked away just enough. And we come away with it. Evan's going to skate it on up. Bo's going to stay back on the defensive side and cover it back there. And Evan gets back, and Bo goes back on the opposite side. Levi's going to take it in there and swing as hard as he can towards the net.
Oh! It's good!
Maddox Alcorn with the goal. And we've got his fat head showing up in the crowd here as well.
Well, that's kind of mean to call him that after a goal.
I mean, big brained head.
There you go.
So great goal by Maddox. Puts us up 2-1 with 8:02 to go here in the first period. Owen's going to just skate it on up here and shoot it as hard as he can towards the net, but chases it down. Going to look to center it right back to Maddox. Unable to do so, but tries again. And Colt's going to get up there and send it deep. Good job by Colt stepping up where he should. Owen goes in there and tries to center it once again. Again and again. And unable to do so, so they're going to knock it out. We have to regroup. J-Mo's going to send it over to Colt, just off the mark. But they send it right back to Colt. Colt's going to battle once again. Now, Rye's going to try to win the battle. And we have an offsides. So it's a good battle. Got some intensity going now. So on the face-off, comes back to J-Mo. J-Mo's going to send it up to Riker. Riker sends it up to Owen. Owen's going to skate it up the ice. Tries to get it around the defender, which he does. Gets it towards the net. Tries to center it. Unable to do so. Shoots. Oh, man. Once again, great opportunity right there. Get it in the net. Goalie did an excellent job of stopping it. Rye right there once again looking for a second goal of the day. Unable to do so. We do make a line change here. Kinnick comes in at center. Brooklyn. Abby on the wings. Sean and Evan on the defensive side. They try to set up the boards. Kinnick makes a stop. He's going to send it back around the boards. Abby's going to try to chase it down. And she does so, but they send it to the defensive side. Evan's going to send it back up towards Brooklyn. They're going to send it right back up. Evan's going to take this one up again. A great job of stepping up. Sends it over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn tries to center it towards Abby. And the Wolfpack take it, and they're skating down. Sean's going to attack, keep pushing him out. Does a great job by Sean pushing him out, keep him out of the house, out of the zone. And they send it back out. The defenseman's trying to shoot it. Unable to do so. Kinnick tries to chase it down. Unable to get it, but he steps right back up. They send it towards the net. Going to be a short, good battle down there by Sean. They try to center once again. It gets knocked out. Now Brooklyn's going to have that puck. She's going to skate it up the ice. Now we got Kinnick chasing down. We got Abby chasing down. Brooklyn's going to take a shot. It goes right into the goal. The goalie keeps it alive. Brooklyn tries to center it. Goes back around to Kinnick. Kinnick's going to try to send it back over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn looks like the puck got caught up in the net momentarily. But we get it back in there. Evan's going to send it back up. And just missed it. It is no offside. It keeps inside the blue line. So Trevor's going to skate it up. Trevor's going to take a shot. Trevor just about puts it in, goes off the top part of the shoulder pads, sends it back to the middle towards Kinnick. Kinnick's going to take the shot. He's going to take a shot again. Misses that one as well. Now Sean's going to take a shot. Just going to be wide right of the net. Sends it back out to Sean. Sean's going to try to keep it in play in the offensive zone. And he does so for the moment. They try to knock it back out. Bo gets in the way. But Wolfpack come back with it. Kinnick tries to swing at it, misses. Now it's going to be up to Evan to keep him out. He does a great job keeping him out. And then tries to center it. Evan with the steal. He's going to skate it up. And he's got one right there with him. It's him and Trevor. Trevor's going to come down after the shot. Trevor's trying to chase it down with the rebound. Lord. Just misses just to the left of it. Got a little tangled up there. No call, all incidental. Maddox is going to skate it around. Tries to center it, and he does so. The stick gets caught up in the air. And the Wolfpack come out. And now we have 1-on-1. But Levi gets in there and gets a puck to get away from him. We set up the ice. Bo's trying to chase it down. Now Owen's going to chase it down. Owen's got a 1-on-1 situation. And he's going to take the shot high.
Let's go! Owen!
What a great sequence right there. Owen never gives up. Chases down. Bo never gives up. He's chasing down. Owen comes up with the puck. Goes down there. Shoots it high. right of the goalie, his left to our right. Puts it right in the net. And that's when you say nothing but net. 3-1, good guys. 5:07 to go here in the second period. Riker in at center. Owen and Rye on the wings. Levi and JMO on the defensive side. As we skated up, get it knocked out. We got to wait till we get on side. We don't get on side. So not a terrible stop there. Levi just set it up thinking that Riker was already on side, but he was not. So same lineup here. Riker taking it. Evan's going to try to send it up, and he does so. Owen's going to take another shot towards the net. Going to be knocked down. Still in play. Sends it back up. Levi's going to be right there. He's going to send it towards the net. Goalie knocks it off with his shin pad. Great job over there by Riker getting in the way. Riker controls it. Sends it back over to Owen. Owen's going to skate it around. Tries to send it back to Riker. Just a little weak. He sends it off the back of the net. Right back into Owen. Owen right back to Riker. Riker back to Owen. Owen with the take on the shot. Sends it back towards Riker. And the goalie reaches out, makes a stop. The play of the game. Riker to Owen. Owen to Riker. Riker to Owen. Owen to Riker. Riker to Owen. Owen to Riker. Shot missed. Caught by the goalie. Kinnick comes in here at center. Abby Brooklyn on the wings. Levi and Evan on the defensive side. They try to knock it back out. Evan steps up, does a great job holding that line, sends it down deep. Wolfpack control it, send it behind the net. Then they're going to cross pass it, but Levi's going to be right there. Levi's going to send it towards the net. Shoot's going to be wide left of the net. Kinnick's going to be chasing down, and they go ahead and knock it out of the zone. Evan's got to regroup, sends it up towards Kinnick. Kinnick sends it over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to just dump it down. They're going to dump and chase. Wolfpack comes up with it, trying to knock it loose, but Evan's going to step up. Evan's going to take the shot towards the net. Just comes off his stick the wrong way. They're going to come down. Evan does a great job pushing him out. Levi's got to get in there, and Levi does. Send it back out towards Kinnick. Kinnick's going to look to skate it on up the ice, but gets his stick caught up in the air by the defense. Good play on the defenseman. They shoot it high over the net, over the goal. Brooklyn comes away with it. Brooklyn's trying to skate it up. Continues to do so. Now Kinnick takes it. Kinnick's going to look. Kinnick's going to go and just dump it towards the net. Hits the kid in the leg. Trevor's going to chase it down on that side as we make a change. Bo comes in. Bo sets up. Kinnick takes a shot, but he's going to be way high on that one. And Wolfpack going to send it out. Evan's going to take it. Tries to knock it back up. And a great hit right there. Bo's going to get caught with a cross check, I believe it's going to be. So we're going to have to go into a penalty kill. We're going to go into a penalty kill here with 2:58 to go here in the second period. Bo hit with the cross check. I thought it was a pretty good hit. But once again, I don't know the rules. I can tell you what a balk is. I can tell you catcher interference. I can tell you anything like that in baseball. But there's no catcher interference in hockey.
Well, technically.
It's goalie interference.
Yes, but in a way.
So, power penalty kill. Got Riker down here at center. Evan's going to go ahead and, going to go ahead and skate it on up here. Get it up towards, he's trying to get it up towards the middle. Unable to do so. Now the Wolfpack are going to they're going to skate it up. Great hustle by Riker to get over there to keep it out, keep him pushed out. They send it towards the middle. Takes a shot, tries to take a shot towards the net. We make the pass right up, and Owen's just going to dump it down deep and get an icing call with 2:27 to go here in the second period. Minute 29 to go in the penalty kill. So our penalty kill line right now is Riker, Levi, and the other two. Hard to tell with these black jerseys. Owen right there, so Owen's another one. He's skating it up. He's just going to continue to. Tries to send it towards the net. Unable to do so. As the defender's right in the way, they send it back out of the zone. But Evan controls it, so Evan's the fourth one out there. Evan chases it down, and he dives for it, trying to keep it in that zone. But now they got to hustle back, and we got Levi. Levi's going to chase him down, push him out of the zone. try to keep him out of the house. So Levi does a good job there. Tries to knock it out of the defensive zone. Owen's trying to get it out of there, unable to do so. And they shoot it off the stick and goes right in the net. Good sequence on their part, getting that shot. We probably were attacking too much at the blue line. Needed to get back in a box set. Play a little bit more defense. So we'll be back to full strength now with 1:49 to go.
But good news, we have full strength now.
We do have full strength. You don't want to do it on that scenario, but that's the way it is. Kinnick, Abby, Brooklyn on the offensive side. J-Mo, Colt on the defensive side. Kinnick's going to send it up towards Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to send it deep, and they're going to chase. Wolfpack come up with it, take it behind the net. Try to send it up the boards. Colt's going to be there. Colt's going to try to send it towards the net. Hits Kinnick. And they come down. Wolfpack do it, and they come down. Send it back to J-Mo. J-Mo's going to skate it back up, pass to Kinnick. Kinnick reaches for it, sends it high to get it out into the zone. A nice pass there by Brooklyn over to Abby. Abby gets tripped up. Kinnick's off Kinnick's shin. Kinnick's going to send it back towards the net. And Brooklyn's now battling down here. And Wolfpack come away with it. Now we got to get ourselves back. J-Mo doing a good job keeping them pushed out. They take the shot, going to be wide right. Wolfpack still control it. They send it across. Abby's going to come down, trying to knock it out of the zone. Unable to do so on that try. Try the second time, unable to do so. Does on the third time. Gets it knocked out. They try to pass it up. Abby had a good opportunity there, just kicked off her stick the wrong way. So Wolfpack take it up. Kinnick's going to try to chase it down. And they do get it out of the zone, but Evan's going to go ahead and Evan's going to skate this one on up here and take the shot. Tries to 5-hole it through the defender, and hopefully the goalie didn't see it, but he did. Makes the stop. 35 seconds to go here in the second period. Score is 3-2. Good guys. Maddox goes in at center. Bo at wing, Trevor at wing, Sean on defense. As Sean tries to knock it down deep. He loses his skate. Evan's going to send it high into the zone. Now a battle. Now Maddox is going to chase it down. Maddox is going to try to dump it deep. Doing it on one leg there. Try to keep his contact in 10 seconds here in the second period as they're going to try to skate it down. Wolfpack trying to skate it down. Evan does a good job keeping him out. And they shoot with half a second left. The ref killed there, even though Dom didn't have it covered. So they're going to go ahead and call period here, it looks like. Okay, I guess. Oh, they called. There's a penalty here.
Tripping.
Oh, tripping on Sean. So a tripping. So we are going to start the third period in a penalty kill for 2 minutes for tripping on Sean. So good battle. Need to keep our intensity up here, though. Keep it going. Big key right now is the next 2 minutes. Really keeping that puck out of the zone, play more defensively than offensively to keep that 1-score lead.
Place just emptied out.
All right, so here we go. Getting ready to start the third period. 13 minutes to go. And as we said, we will be starting in a penalty kill for 2 minutes. And we're going with Riker, Owen, J-Mo, and Evan for our penalty kill. So a big 2 minutes of play right here. We'll be going back to our left. So here we go. All right, and then starting it off right away, win the face-off. Owen's going to come down and try to take a shot. Unable to do so, but Riker keeps it in play. They do knock it back out, so J-Mo's going to knock it back into the boards, getting it over to Riker. Riker's going to try to send it back over to Owen. Owen catches it, makes a pass to himself. And the Wolfpack send it on the opposite side of the boards. J-Mo steps up. And we're going to send it deep in the zone here. Owen right in the center. He can look to center, and he tries to do so. Good job here by Evan as he's already back. J-Mo does a great job of chasing it down, keeping it pushed out. You can't win the battle there. Great job by J-Mo. J-Mo's going to go ahead and just shoot it up the boards, and we'll have an icing. Minute 8 to go in the penalty kill. So everyone stays on except for Evan. Evan steps off, and Levi steps on. Right off the face-off shot towards goal. Stopped by Dom. So we'll reset and do it again. On the face-off, we send it down deep in the zone. Sends it back to the defense guy. He tries to shoot, misses the puck. He sends it deep. Levi's going to be chasing it down. Levi's going to send it right back up the boards towards Riker. And they send it towards the center, and they shoot. Great look on the shot.
I'll let him
Dom
go.
covers it. Whistle blows a little bit too quick, thank goodness, because the puck was loose. And right sitting there in prime position for a shot. He's sending back up to the defenseman. He tries to shoot, but Evan gets in the way. Little battle right there. Puck is shot down the ice. There's going to be no icing. Wolfpack chases it down. They try to send it back out of the zone. They do so. Levi steps in. Levi just tries to send it deep, but we still had Owen on the wrong side of the blue line, heading offside. So right now we've got Kinnick stepping in, Brooklyn, Levi, and Evan, with 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Puck drops, comes down, Wolfpack in up with it. Levi puts it towards the boards. So it goes down deep towards Evan. Evan's going to try to send it back right up the boards, which he does so. So they're going to have to regroup with 20 seconds to go in the penalty kill. So they're regrouping. Brooklyn's going to try to cover the crossover from D to D. And she's going to battle and keep battling right there. Does a good job, but we do miss it. Kinnick's going to send it back up to Levi. Levi's going to send it out of the zone. So they're going to have to regroup with 6 seconds left. But they do get it back in the zone. He does try to make a pass up, but Evan's right there. They can make another pass. He goes for the shot. Going to be wide left. They do rebound coming back in. We are now full strength as Rice steps on the ice. And they set it up. I'm sorry, it's Abby, not Rye. So Abby's chasing it down. Abby and Brooklyn both down there. And they send it up. Make the pass over the other Wolfpack, and they're sending it up the ice. Levi's trying to attack. Gets right by him. Takes a shot high. Going to be high of the goal. Tries to shoot another one. Gets a missed shot right there. Sends it back down towards Levi. Levi's all alone by himself, so he's going to have some options of what he's going to do here. He's going to choose to send it up the boards towards Abby. Eventually, they're going to shoot it right back in there. And Kinnick's going to take it out. Kinnick's looking to skate it up. He does get it out of the zone. They send it right back up the boards. Kinnick makes a stop, makes a pass right in the middle of the Brooklyn there. They make a shot, trying to make another pass, but Abby gets in the way, knocks it loose. They send it back over the middle. Now Kinnick just knocks it loose so he can do a dump and change. So we got a dump and change. Maddox steps on the ice. Bo's on the ice. Trevor back on the ice. Colt and J-Mo. They come down, tries to make a shot. Great stop by Dom. With 9:46 to go here in the third period, your score 3-2. Ames with the 3. starting to get a little intense here. Picking up both teams, trying to. This game means a lot to play for, so they're both really stepping up, playing hard. Face off, Maddox in their center going at it. They try to send it towards net. It's going to go behind the net. We're going to go chase it down. Colt tries to send it back around. Unable to do so. Gets kind of mixed around. They shoot towards the net. Dom knocks it away. And they send it back up. Bo's going to send it towards the middle. And now we got Trevor going to skate it up here. Trevor skates it up, and Maddox going to be offsides. One more step, and he would have been fine, but he did cross that blue line just before he was supposed to. I'm going to make a line change there. We got Riker, Owen, and Rye. Defensively, Evan and Sean. Now we're going to take it up. Riker's going to skate it in. Looks to center it towards Owen. Two defenders there who are unable to do so. So now they're going to come down and try to skate it up. Owen gets the stick in the way once again. Makes a pass to Rye. Rye gets tripped up. And they're going to send it deep. Evan's going to go ahead and skate it up here as nobody's attacking him. Now he's got one on. Now he's got two on. Tries to put it towards the center, towards Owen. Sean tries to attack, unable to do so, but Evan keeps it right back in there and sends it back into our offensive zone. As Owen attacks and tries to stop it there. Evan once again gets in the way, sends it towards Riker. Riker's going to try to win the battle. He does so by knocking it in the zone, but now it comes back out. Sean's right there. So they keep battling right here, right in front of us. Hard to see where the puck is as the boards are in our way. But now it comes loose on the far side to our left. Wolfpack are going to come down. They do knock it out and knock it loose, but we have line change at the same time. So Levi's going to send it down over to Owen. Owen's going to send it down, take a shot. Going to be wide right. Riker chases it down with the rebound. And he tries to send it over to Rye. Unable to do so. And we have offsides here. Not much you can do about that. 8:06 to go here in the third period. Kinnick, Abby, Brooklyn on offense. Levi, Colt on the defensive side. And we win it back into our offensive zone. Abby tries to send it in there. Kinnick tries to go down and grab it with his glove to keep it in. Levi does a good job of sending it deep right down to Brooklyn. She sends it back to Abby. Abby tries to send it back towards the net. And they send it up, assist off the ref. Ref gets out of the way this time. Levi's going to attack. Good attack there. Brooklyn goes down, keeps it inside our offensive zone. Now Wolfpack's going to come down. Kinnick chases it down, makes a stop, tries to make a pass. Brooklyn tries to make a pass towards Kinnick in the center. Kinnick just unable to get there in time. So now Wolfpack come down and they try to take a shot. He actually tries to make a pass. Good job by Dom getting knocked out. And now Brooklyn is on her way up the ice with two rebounders behind her. Let's get a shot here. Center. She centers it right to Kinnick. Unable to get it, but Levi's right there. Levi's going to take a shot off of Kinnick. Kinnick tries to shoot again. And the goalie makes another stop. It's not a bad sequence right there. Just couldn't get it to go in the net. Pass from Brooklyn to Kinnick. If he could have one-timed that one a little bit better on his timing, would have had a great shot there, but those are not always the easiest things to do. Maddox steps on here at center. Bo tries to send it back towards the net, as long as Trevor's on the other wing. Evan and JMO both in on the defensive side. Wolfpack trying to skate it up. Knows he has nowhere to go as Bo steps in his way, so they're going to reset and go behind the net. And now Trevor's going to chase it down. A great job by Maddox getting in there. Maddox is going to try to get around the defender. Unable to do so. They try to shoot it up right off of his glove. So he's going to skate it up now, and Evan's going to have to chase him down. And they're going to come down. Tries to get a pass. I don't think he was sure what he was doing, if he was going to take a pass, make the shot. But he tries to make the pass, but there's a guy there. His name is Dom.
Dom stands for dominate, because he really dominates the goal, I think.
He does dominate the lack of goal.
Oh.
Yeah. Severson at center. Owen, who's skating it up right now on wing. Rye also on wing. Great move by Owen. He's going to come down, try to skate it up He looks to center it right back to Riker. Riker shoots it, gets it just wide right, but Owen's going to attack. He sends it over to Riker. Riker's going to try to send it back over. He's going to send it towards the middle. Unable to do so, but Evan's going to take it. Evan's going to take the shot. Evan with the shot going to be wide left. Bounces off, and the Wolfpack control it there, but Evan goes down there trying to make the stop, trips up, and now they're coming down. He tries to make a pass. Great job right there by J-Mo, knocking it back out of the zone. They send it back across as they regroup. Tries to send it up towards the middle. Just off Owen's skate. Just missed where it was. Oh, he might have had an opportunity to go there and get another shot. Now a battle down here with Riker and them, and now Rye's going to get a little bit of a breakaway. Great job keeping it in. Owen's going to have down there by the net. He's looking to see if he can center. Unable to do so, but he does try. Off the goalie. Goalie falls, trips, slips, and falls on the puck. So 5:27 to go here in the third period. We make a change. Kinnick goes in at center. Brooklyn, Abby at the wings. Sean and Levi on the defensive side. You know what I'm feeling right now? A goal.
I was going to say cold, but a goal works.
Yeah. And so they're going to bring it out. Skate it up there. Wolfpack are going to attack here. Levi's going to attack. Good move, actually, by their defenseman. And sends it back out. Kinnick chasing it down. Sean's going to come over and try to knock it loose. Hits it right off of somebody down there, but Sean knocks it back up the boards again. And they're knocking it right down behind the net. Sean makes some good contact. They do center. Just misses the one-timer just to the right of the net. Thank goodness. We try to get it back out there. Center's going to shoot. Goes right off of Levi's stick. And we get it out of the zone, thank goodness. Brooklyn just about had another breakaway. Now she is going to have a little bit of a breakaway. Going to have not much numbers, but takes a shot. Getting up there. Kinnick looks for the rebound. Kinnick scores the goal on the backhand rebound from Brooklyn's shot. Once again, a great way to never give up. Keep fighting after it. We've seen this over and over again from many, many players. That time, that goal was a recipient of Kinnick by the excellent shot of sticking with it by Brooklyn. So that gives us a little bit of cushion room with 4:40 to go here in the third. 4-2. Good guys. Alcorn steps in at center. Bo at the right wing, the left wing. Trevor at the right wing. Wolfpack come down. They're going to shoot right in there. Right away is going to be Dom. Knocks it away. And Evan's going to take it away. He's going to just continue skating it out up. And he's just saying, hey, it's my turn. So he takes a shot towards the net. Just about gets it. Gets his own rebound. Sends it towards the middle. And their goalie does cover it. Probably a good thing because we had Maddox right there ready to shoot and score. And Trevor right there ready to shoot and score. I don't think I'd want either one of them shooting against me. So 4:20 here to go in the third. We're going to keep the same lineup here, which is Maddox, Trevor, Bo, and defensively is Evan and Colt. Evan steps up again, he holds that blue line really, really well. Now Maddox is going to take it in. He tries to send it. Their goalie just knocks it away. They're going to send it back up the boards, and they're going to control it until Evan says, my turn. He sends it back up towards Trevor. They're going to send it right back out, trying to get up the boards, and they do so. So now they're coming in. Maddox gets in there and just does a little feisty and gets in the way. Good job on Maddox's part. Does it again. Now they're going to come through, and they're going to look to take a shot. He's going to be wide right. Shoots again, not able to get it. Still messing with it down there. And now whistle blows. Dom covers. Little pushing going on, protecting that goalie by Maddox. Nothing in a bad way, nothing malicious. Just protecting that goalie in the proper way. Let's make a line change here. So we got Riker, Rye, Owen coming in, Sean and J-Mo on the defense. Sean's going to skate it around the net. He's going to look to get it up to Rye. Rye's going to, it does get tipped. No ice, but there's going to be no ice anyways. Owen's going to come down there. He started chasing down. Rye keeps it in, sends it back towards Owen. On the backside, Riker's right there. Riker's making a look to center, see where he can go. He goes right back to Owen. Owen sends it out to J-Mo. J-Mo takes a shot back to Owen. Owen to Riker, Riker to Owen. Owen to Rye. And try to get it in there, and we're going to have a slashing. So we're going to go into a power play with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the third period. Power play, good guys. So, power play line, we're going to go with Riker, Owen, and Rye. J-Mo and Brooklyn is going to step back on the defensive side on the power play. I like it. And send it back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to take the D shot and sends it in there. Owen tries to knock it down to get it in the net. They send it up the ice. Going to go all the way down, be icing if it makes it. And it definitely made it. So exactly 3 minutes to go here in the third period, 1:47 on the power play. Puck goes all the way back down to our left inside of our offensive zone. Keeping our same lineup here. Riker gets it, sends it right back to Owen. Owen's going to take a look around. He's going to send it back to J-Mo. J-Mo's going to take a shot towards the net. And he does so. Thought he'd get a 5-hole that one right there, but the goalie lost it somewhere in his pads. But that is a stop, so good job on their part, but a great job by J-Mo. Good shot. Thought he 5-holed it. Riker wins it right back to Owen. Owen's going to take the shot. Hard shot, going to be just knocked loose by the goalie, but keeps it alive. Sends it back towards Rye. Rye's going to send it towards the net. Owen's going to chase it back down again. And the Wolfpack's going to come away with it. Passes it up to the other defender. They make another pass. J-Mo's coming back down. They try to make another pass over. Unable to do so. Great job by J-Mo. J-Mo and just excellent job there. Owen tries to get a shot towards the net. Unable to do so. So now Trevor steps on the ice. Owen's going to get himself a little bit. He's just going to dump it down deep in the zone with 52 seconds left here in the power play. Maddox steps up, unable to do so. So Kinnick's going to try to skate it up here. He's going to just send it and chase. Chasing it down. Unable to win that battle, but he does not get over. He tries to send it towards the center, which we've got Bo right there. Bo's going to take the shot. Good stop by their goalie. Good shot on Bo's part, stepping up, being in the right place, right time. Just missing the shot there. So 33 seconds left here in the power play. 1:46 to go in the third. Your score is still 4-2. Ames, Kinnick at center, Brooklyn and Abby at the wings, Levi and Evan on the defensive side. Kinnick's trying to chase it down. And the Wolfpack come away with it, and there he's going to just skate it on up the ice. Levi's waiting like a hawk and pushes him out and then pushes him to the ground. Going for the puck, so no call there. Now Kinnick's going to look and he's checking to see what to do with it. But he's going to go ahead and skate it for the moment. Tries to pass it right up to Brooklyn. Just passed, a little hard pass, so couldn't make that one connection. And Abby battles right there. Brooklyn comes away with it. Brooklyn's going to take the shot, knocked off of the defender, but she's going to get another look at it. She sends it towards the center, right towards where Kinnick was. Just a step late. Kinnick battles right there. Brooklyn, or Larson battling right there as well. They do send it deep. Dom's going to step out and knock it out of the zone, keeping it out of there. Great battle down here on our defensive side. We don't want it down here, but that's where it is. Kinnick's going to chase it down. He's going to try to knock it loose, gets back foot in the middle. Abby's going to try to pass it over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to get it out of the zone at least. They get tied up, and we're going to have an offsides. Thought that could be a tripping because that would go in our favor. That's why I wanted it. But we are now back to full strength with 38 seconds to go. Don't want to speak too soon, but 38 seconds to the ship. They send it in the zone. We send it right back out. And now Trevor's going to get himself in there and gets waylaid down here on this side. I guess penalties are no longer being called, so that's good. And we're not giving up. We're still trying to score that, and we just about get one in there by Trevor getting in there. Bo and one of their guys getting into it a little bit. Comes back up. We send it deep. 10 seconds to go in the game. Bo's going to take himself, look into the middle. Makes a great pass to Maddox. Just unable to, goalie kind of stepped in there again. And that is a championship game tomorrow, folks, for the Ames Flyers. Bo needs to get away from their player right now. Just get away. You just won the championship. You're going to the championship. Step away. Go celebrate with your team, because that is a great accomplishment. And what this team just did today, keep battling, keep fighting, keep pressuring. That team right there, folks, they've got guts, they've got grit, they battle, they keep battling. They never stop battling. And tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., championship, I believe, will be against Madison. I don't know their mascot, so we'll just call them Madison Whataburgers.
Whataburgers. There
Madison
we go.
Whataburgers. The
Madison
W doesn't stand for
Whataburgers.
Wisconsin, it stands for Whataburger. Thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. Way to go, Ames Fighters.